cannot see anything. Hold on. Okay, this is the chat. No, I don't want to stop streaming. I just can't see anything. Okay, that's fine. So, I'm back in Florida, where you can be in the shade and still feel the heat. Maybe even worse. Where the humidity is worse than the actual heat. Like, Brady, what type of business is this? But we're back. We're back. I love that my family, they put an emphasis on home. This being home. My brother saying, oh, welcome back home. And my mom saying, which one do you like better, Brooklyn or Orlando? Just to see where my head's at. But I do like Orlando way more. I do. And she was like, because Orlando's your home. It's where you were born. The place you're born has to be your home. It just feels different here. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, it's so weird seeing stores with their own land when I'm so used to them just cramming next to each other. Freaking, you have a store and then you have houses on top of it, like apartments on top of it. It's the craziest business ever. Like, bro, like what type of, yo, excuse me. So it's weird seeing just, yeah, there's DD's right there. There's Popeyes right there. Like, it has its own building with its own lot. That's with its own bathroom. A lot of these stores don't have bathrooms. Like, a lot of them, yo. And if you have a sizable store like Brooklyn Blends, that's because you pop in. You got it. Other people, they have to squeeze in their space. But this live is to express something, dude. We obviously but missed the flight. I was supposed to be here Monday, and my mommy remembered. I love, like, knowing that, oh my gosh, even though we're not calling all the time, like, that's crazy, because I thought she just stopped calling. But she was calling, but on my sister's phone. Not that was my sister calling, but it was really my mom. That's crazy. Because I was like, dang, like, that's all it took for you to just stop calling, stop caring? Like, what? But no, she was definitely calling. Yeah, I almost said her name, but chill. That's her nature, bro. Of course she's gonna care. But, for Tuesday, I kept asking God, like, what was I meant to do? What am I meant to do today? Ray Boy Asian is here. Tota is here. I'm like, dang, was I supposed to go and meet them? There was a Dominican parade where, what is his name? Phantom and Kai, bro. They are all pretty much here. While I'm here, am I supposed to go to Tota and Ray and say something? I don't know what to say though, because they have a big audience, and I'm just like, dang, like they're saying not they, Ray is like saying BS to the camera. Like, people are asking him what he does, and he was like, oh, Pornhub. And that's the funny, like, oh, like, you say it's funny, like, that's the joke. You don't actually tell people your stage name. You don't actually, like, no, you tell them, hey, yeah, I freaking post on eBay, I post on Depop, you feel me? That's the running joke. But genuinely, I didn't have it in me to go ahead and be fake and ask for a picture, and because I don't watch Ray, I don't really like their content anymore. I love Tota, he's so funny, but I was just asking God, like, is that why I'm here? It's like, I knew I should have been met Tota, because he has the audience, but he's here in Times Square. I was just there. Like, is that the point of me being here? Oh my gosh, there's the audience right there. What am I meant to say, though? What am I meant to... They're in Flushing. We can go there. It's only an hour train ride. We take those easily, bro. I didn't end up going. I don't know if that was the point or not, but I'm going around Brooklyn, okay? I'm just walking with no water. I tried to get money out of the ATMs so I can get this Airbnb for one more day. I don't like staying there, though. They smoke in the house. They smoke cigarettes in the house. All my clothes, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, bro. I smell like yo, chill. We don't utter those words anymore, type vibe. But I'm just walking at this point. Bro, I go to one of the stores. They call freaking market. ATM don't work. I never activated my card. Okay, cool. I go to Bravo. Debit card don't work still. I don't know why. Hi, Shed is a goat. Hi, Lunar. Hi, Roblox is live. What's up, y'all boys? What's up? But I'm just confused. Like, okay, nothing's working. I can't send this person 210 because my account only has a certain, like, bro. And even if I sent from my Chase debit card to my Discover card, it wouldn't be enough to pay for one more night, bro. So I'm just walking, bro. I'm finally on Nostrand Ave. Y'all know it leads to, like, where all the Haitians are at. It's near Flatbush, I think. It's close enough. Like, little Haiti, you hear the Haitians finally, you hear the accents. Beautiful, bro. I'm just walking. I find this Home Depot. I'm just looking around for bricks. They don't have the ones I need. Alright. Bricks for an art piece that I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? But I finally get to where all the stores are at and Nostrand, and now I'm looking for food. But none of the places have food that are safe enough for my food poisoning right now. Like, my belly is sensitive. So I'm just walking. I go to this place that's supposed to have the chicken noodle soup I'm looking for. They have no soup. The one day they have no soup. All right, bet. I'm walking further. Walking. The place I love, bro. Oh my gosh, Fat Boys Burgers or something like that. They have vegan food. Can't eat that food, though. Can't eat those burgers right now in my state. So I'm just walking. I go to a market, like some type of market, and they have noodles, gang. They're the only place that had, and the only noodles they have, the only soup they have is chicken noodle soup, bro. After going in and out of places like, oh, y'all have noodles? The only noodles we have are ramen, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So I finally get this chicken noodle soup after walking for, I don't know how long, an hour maybe? And I'm looking for a place to eat it at. I ask some girl, she says, in 2 blocks. I go 2 blocks, don't see it. I ask a man along the way, he said, okay, 2 blocks that way. I walk 2 blocks that way, I finally find this park. It's funny how these 2 separate people lead me to the same place. I just know they were talking about the same place. But oh my gosh, that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. I'm just eating. Cool. And I start heading for the bus to go to NYC Resistor. If you're in New York, please visit NYC Resistor. It's beautiful. It's very artistic. You meet people who are building robots, arts and crafts, freaking, oh my gosh. This guy was tattooing a fake skin for music. I don't know what it's called, but you have headphones and you're tattooing and you're just listening to the vibrations of whatever you're tattooing. And he says he wants to tattoo his guitar. I'm not really sure what that means, but that's probably the same thing. Like, tattoo the strings maybe to hear the vibrations of the... It's cool. It's different. Literally, I learned so many things, I feel like. I can't tell you what I learned, but I just know I just heard things that, what? You can do that? But anyways, finally I'm waiting for this bus. I almost leave the stop when finally the bus comes by, and it's the fullest I've ever seen. People, they dang near look like they're sitting on laps. Like, I've never seen a bus this full. So I'm like, oh yeah, no. And so I'm walking home now. I'm walking. Phone's at like 20% though, so I'm like, okay, airplane mode my phone, and like I'm just humming something. You know what I'm saying? I was on Kingston Avenue, and it was funny to me how like there are actual like, it's funny, bro. There were actual Jamaicans there. Like, you can hear the music change. And when you walk around Brooklyn, you will know, like, that's what's, it's, to me, it's just more cultured than Manhattan for sure. When you walk around, you will see, you will notice the cultures change. You will notice, like, oh, okay, this is definitely Little Haiti, okay. You'll hear the music, and it's just funny to me how, like, Kingston Avenue filled with Jamaicans. It's beautiful. And so I was like, ooh, a Jamaican song. Let's do that. And I started humming this melody, and I'm like, I saw this guy just walking on the street. I'm like, for me, I run across the street. I don't want people to trample me or, like, you know, run me over with their cars. I feel like a bug. This guy is just walking, like, he knows they're not gonna hit them, but it's not like a smugness, it's a confidence. So I start humming this melody. Oh, look at this butterfly. Walk like you own it. Hold on. Walk like you talk it. Walk like you own it. Don't give a about it. And then I just keep going. Doom 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 doom. A little slower than that. Dun, 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 dun. Walk like you own it. Oh, I like you talk it. Don't give a about it. And then I just keep going. I forgot the rest of the lyrics, but I'm just walking home as I'm just, oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, I have to make this song, dude. And then I'm just picturing the different instruments, electric guitar, saxophone. Need, but we are gonna get that when we go back on campus. But I'm just saying, I'm rapping, bro. I'm singing. It's beautiful. I'm capturing the real life that's happening at Brooklyn. I'm ripping this grass. I'm gonna chill. And it's beautiful. I'm hearing this lady, like, she's definitely suffering through some type of mental condition, but she's like yelling, saying stuff. And as I sing, you can hear her in the background, and I start like, bro, oh my gosh, that has to be a song. We're gonna make that into a song. I'm streaming that next. But finally, I walk home, and decide, like, no, we can't stay here. Can't stay here. It smells like really strong again. I feel like, dang, like, once I left, they were like, oh, we're free to smoke our thing, you know. They stopped smoking for a day because I was sensitive to the smoke. I literally threw up because of it. Like, oh my gosh, I still smell remnants of it. It's like I don't know, like, it's something with food poisoning. It has you more sensitive, and I think it's called phantom smelling or something like that, where you'll smell something and it will linger. It's you don't even have to be in the space anymore. It will linger. Oh my gosh. And probably my book bag did smell like the house still, so it's not only phantom smells, but like I actually smell like the house. So I'm like looking for a bathroom at some point. I'm eating my watermelon. I'm looking for a bathroom at some point. And I'm weak. And I'm like, God, like, I don't want to die. Like, what? I'm scared. And I have my cup of watermelon, and I'm at this Brooklyn Buns place, and I just throw up in the watermelon container. Up to the brim, honestly. It's almost perfect, but it's disgusting. And I keep knocking on the bathroom door, and some guy got there before me. Right there, bro. And then finally he gets out. In a good mood too. Like he's not like, oh, like he's chilling. He's on the phone, smiling, whatever. No one notices I'm freaking throwing up. Because I didn't get to the bathroom. Like I was already throwing up before I really got inside of there. But I'm in the corner of this Brooklyn Blends place, and I'm just right in front of the door too. No one came in. Someone did come in at the same time, but no one came in after. It's crazy. You hear the chatter of the place, and I'm just throwing up. Like that's crazy. And it's the color of the watermelon. You can tell like everything I just ate is coming back up. But he can't tell I'm throwing up either. The person that comes out the bathroom, he doesn't know I'm throwing up because it's the same color as the watermelon I'm eating, right? So it's like, okay, no one notices. No one notices. Some guy, like, no one notices. I saw a guy go into the kitchen area right before I started throwing up. Like, everyone's just doing their own thing. And I'm, like, scared that someone will walk out of the kitchen or something. Like, throw up on their boxes or whatever. But finally, that guy gets out of the bathroom, I go in, and I'm just throwing up. Like, dang. Okay, obviously as a baby, definitely threw up, but bro, I can count on my hands how many times I remember me throwing up. Like, what? That does not happen. So I'm worried. Like, what? And I can't walk like that. Like, genuinely, to walk back to the crib to get my ID, to go to some urgent care hospital, I can't walk that far. So I'm like, okay. I'm talking to ChatGPT at some point, like, yo, I cannot walk. What can I do? I don't have my ID, like, it's cooked. And they were like, no, you can definitely walk into an urgent care without an ID. And I'm like, okay, cool. And they give me, like, several options nearby. And I choose an urgent care. I take the bus there. They say, like, they ask me if I have insurance, and I say, yeah, show them a picture, and they're like, I've never seen that in my life. And I was like, in my head, it's like, okay, a lot of people here in Florida have never seen my insurance. So I'm like, okay, that's not a problem in my head, but I don't say it out loud. But they're like, you know what, food poisoning. She was talking about it as if it was like some kind of minuscule, not in a mean way, but like something that happens, like common. It's common. To me, I'm like, what's happening? I'm scared. I've never had this going on before, to my knowledge. But she was like, yeah, honestly, the best thing I'd say to do is call your mom. Since the insurance is under my mom's name, call your mom, ask her what to do. So I'm like, okay, ask her what to make and some type of tea or something. I don't end up calling her because I'm worried that she'll be worried. But anyways, I'm just in the area now. And I'm like, okay, library near me. I walk towards the library. Mind you, I didn't know it would be the library I saw before, but on the way to this library, I see L Train Vintage. I've already went there before, but I went there with only like 10 minutes remaining, so I only got a shirt. So I was like, oh yes, this is perfect. I wanted to, bless me. Oh my gosh, and as I'm thinking of this, I don't think I had my, I didn't have my wallet, which is why I didn't have my ID. But for some reason, I took the money out of my wallet and just put it in my book bag. I don't know why I did that. I don't remember. Maybe, for caution. I don't know. Like maybe a day before I finally went somewhere without my book bag. So I had to take my wallet and then I left the money out of my wallet just in case. Just in case. You never know. But that's crazy. I had the money, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But yeah, I had money oh my gosh, I had money to thrift, gang. So I thrifted. And it was fun, bro. I got mad stuff for the winter. I'm realizing like the stuff I gravitate towards are long sleeve, nice sweater material, bro. Hey man, maybe we go, oh my gosh, maybe this is alluding to somewhere I'm meant to stay, meant to live. Which also bleeds into something I've realized because of this Brooklyn trip. Should we say it? Should I say it? Okay, long story short, we buy all these clothes, $84, go to this library. I'm drawing on one of my shoes, on the Timberlands I bought that don't fit me. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna take fit pics, post on Instagram. God said no. And instead I just express how I feel in the moment. I express how I'm feeling. I feel like Jacob or Joseph? Jacob wrestling with God, bro. Copyright or no? What do y'all think? Hold on. Gang, we had 10 viewers. God is amazing. Is God not amazing? But when was this? This is all the same day, is it? Oh, this is what. Oh, this was a day before. I mixed the days. Yo, I feel like I've been out there for 3 months, not gonna lie. However 3 months is supposed to feel, I feel like I've been out there for 3 months. We had 10 people in here though. That's God. Finally, I walk home, I take my things. Okay, back to the original plot. I I walk home finally after getting my soup. I grab my things, I can't stay here. I hate the way it smells. My head is starting to hurt, bro. I'm out of here. I bring my stuff, the stuff I had left, all my other suitcases and luggage. I locked them up at the airport, which is a blessing. I didn't know they had that type of thing going on, but I asked anyway. But they did. I laughed about it. I laughed while asking the question. Oh, is there somewhere I can keep my bags or something, like behind you know what I'm saying, behind the counter or something, you know what I'm saying? But there were actually a system in place where I could keep my bags. Beautiful. That's insane. Thank you, Rory. Rainbow Malik. Thank you. Are these actual people watching my things, eh? Seems like it, because now there's 0 people in here. That's God. 10 people are in here. That's God. That's like real people. But I'm just walking now. Like, okay, let's go to NYC Resistor. And I'm like kind of feeling shamed about it because like I could have been at NYC Resistor working on my art. I feel like, oh, me walking home kind of, I don't know, that was the safest choice. Like, I was sitting there like, no way, I'm here the last day and I'm not going to this place. I'm here on a Monday. Come on, that can't be coincidence. I'm here on a Monday. So I start walking. I ask for strength first. Like, I don't want to feel shame. Let's go to NYC Resistor. Let's go. We're out. Let's go. I grab all my things. I text her, hey, I'm not staying here. As soon as I leave, I return the key. Well, I did that yesterday. The day before. Okay? I did that the day before. I'm mixing up my, oh my gosh, I'm mixing it up. Anyways, it's all good. It's very confusing to know, I didn't get sick. Okay. I'm knowing. But we go to NYZ Resistor. On the way there, it was not Gadosh. Gadosh, 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 all the churches I walked past that day. Because I was like, there's no way I went this whole time without going to church. Again, condemning myself pretty much. Like, there's no way, like, I was this scared. Why didn't I ask for strength to go to church? I asked for strength to go to Central Park, to go to Manhattan. I did not ask for strength to walk in a church and feel accepted there. Why didn't I do that? You know? And finally, the last day, bro, I'm literally, like, looking online for churches that have services on Monday, on Tuesday. Not Monday, but Tuesdays. Don't see anything. But anyways, I walked past this church that's very near NYZ, Resistor. NYZ, that's crazy. NYC. And I walked past it. And it's funny because I've walked this path so many times before at night. It feels like so many times. I've never walked on this side of the road though. And also, I've never walked here in the daytime. So I can clearly see this is a church now. I never knew that was a church. It did not look like a church before. But I'm walking this path I usually walk by, and I hear singing. It's so loud. But the singing sounds Caribbean. I thought it was a Haitian church at first. I'm like, no way. So I walk back. And I see a woman walk in, and I'm trying to get her attention. I know she sees me. I know she sees me in the corner of her eye. I know for a fact. But she walks in anyway. And I'm like, okay, it intrigues me because I first saw a woman in front of the church just looking out, and she looked like she was mean mugging people. Like, she looked mean, so I was like, oh, nah, I'm good. But finally, when I came back, I circled back, she wasn't there, so I was like, ooh, so we can low-key peek in. We can low-key peek in. See what's happening. I walk in, I'm like, oh, I get surprised by a woman, but she looks nice, so it's okay. And I ask her, I just tell her, like, I just want to, like, look, if that's okay. She's like, oh, yeah, that's okay. Go ahead. And I'm just looking. Oh, my gosh, it's beautiful. It's lively. And then I go back to her, and I say, yeah, I want to join the service. And I'm like, and she was like, okay, go inside, and the people will seat you. And I was seated. Lively. Bro, I'm telling you, there's this woman with white hair. There's women with white hair. There's older women that just moving. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Luckily, they do live streams, dude. The churches God sent me to live stream. I can reach them at any parts of the world. I don't think that's a coincidence. But you know what? You know what is? You know what's a coincidence? The fact that today I go online because there are some parts of the sermon I didn't hear because I was talking to a lady right next to me, getting to know her. She was so kind. I got her number. She was so kind, bro. And so I wanted to hear it again. I wanted to hear Gadosh. Is it Gadosh? Kadosh? I don't know. Beautiful, though. And I'm watching this sermon. And the service had only started, I don't know how many minutes before I walked by, but man, it had only started definitely less than 30 minutes. I'm telling you right now, the service had only started less than 30 minutes before I walked by. So you're telling me God sent me on errands. He sent me walking around, bro, looking for chicken noodle soup. ChatGPT said, oh, go to David's something house, brisket house or something. David's brisket. Daniel's, I don't know, bro. A place known for chicken noodle soup. A place known for noodles, gang. They're out of noodles. Like, they're out of soup, not even noodles. They're out of all types. I'm seeing different types of soups on there. They're out of all types of soup. How are you out of... And, like, she said they have, like, something, but they're not cooking it or something like that. And she was like, sorry. And so I walk out and I'm like, then now what? That was the new mission, to get soup. And so I'm just walking. I'm walking. I reached this intersection I've been at before to go to L Train Vintage. I see this market. I'm like, low key, you know what? Maybe this market has something. I asked ChatGPT though, like, hey, what do you think? And they were like, oh, like some type of market, the deli market or something. I'm like, okay, there's a market right here. Let me ask. The only soup they have is chicken noodle soup. Of course. So that's what I get. This lady, I asked for a park nearby, 2 blocks, which is left for me, my left. 2 blocks left. I've walked 2 blocks. On the way to the end of the block, the end of the second block, I see this man just sitting. I ask him, where's the nearest park? And he was like, there's many parks, but I'll give you the best one. 2 blocks to your right. So this at this point, it's 2 blocks this way, 2 blocks forward. I finally see this park. I ask, yo, I eat, I'm sitting down, I'm eating. Finally, I'm ready to go to NYC Resistor. I take the bus. Well, I think I'm gonna take the bus. I'm waiting. The bus finally comes. As I start walking away, I come back, I run back. It's filled to the brim. The only time where I've seen a bus that full was that day. Filled to the brim. I walk home. I was already gonna do that anyway. I'm humming though. I'm not on my phone. I'm not watching anything. Phone's dying. And I don't really know where I'm at. I need the map. So I'm like toggling airplane mode here and there just so my phone isn't dying. Roblox is life, man. Lunar moon. Thank you, Lord, man. Thank you, Lord. I'm humming this melody. I'm having fun, having a good time. And finally we get home. It smells. I can smell the room. I can smell their apartment from the stairs, bro. I'm angry. I'm getting my stuff. I'm packing my stuff. I left to NYC Resistor. I had no idea where I would go from there, because if the airport opens at 4 a.m. and I have to leave by 12 p.m., then at least, like, what would I be doing? Where would I stay? I guess in front of the airport, right? Anyways, on the way to NYC Resistor, finally, with all my stuff, back's aching. Bro, the day before, like, bro, my kneecap, bro, cooked. Trying to get all my bags downstairs, cooked. So everything hurts. My foot hurts. On the way to NYC Resistor the very first time. Hi, viewer. It's good. Talking about how God sent me on errands just so I can finally hear this church singing. On the way to another place, I finally check it out with all my bags. You know what I'm saying? And I joined the service with all my bags, bro. To me, I look like an outsider. But eventually, I don't feel like an outsider. Eventually. The person I'm sitting by goes to the pastor so he can pray for me. So after the service, she's saying, oh, stay here. Or like someone walks up to me and says, hey, the pastor wants to pray for you or talk to you. So go ahead and sit in the front. Something like that. Either her or someone else. No, she did. And then someone else came out and said, hey, the pastor wants to speak to you. You and another person, that's it. And then tells everyone else, like on some joking tip, but like, hey, it's closed for tonight. The pastor's only speaking to her and someone else. He speaks to me, prays for me, I talk about just how I don't trust people, and he was like, okay, I see. You know, if you don't trust people, that means there's someone who broke your trust. And we just start talking. We start talking about, hey, don't let people like have power over you. You're giving power to them, you know, and you're holding this thing, and they're probably just living their life like chilling. Like, that's so true, because that person is my dad, living his life with this woman, new apartment going on, and I'm just holding this grudge. Like, you didn't understand me, you didn't choose to listen to me, or to me it's love. Like, you're not choosing to love me. What are you doing? I'm angry, and I don't trust people. I don't want to speak to people, because every time I let people in, like, it felt like I had to compromise my own space, my own body, my own thoughts to make that person comfortable, because that's exactly what I did with my father. So every time, like, I'm expressing myself in front of a camera and he's walking by, I'm like, oh, man, he's so judgmental. I hate doing anything around this guy. And that's how I treat everyone else. They don't know this, though, because I don't express it. Rather, I just keep it to myself. But they're like, they're talking as if it's like, oh, I had this trouble with a friend. The person I'm referring to are friends that did me wrong, whatever. To me, it's my own father. So they're saying, like, don't give that person power. And I'm like, yeah, like, because he's my father, he had that power, and I feel like he deserves that power. Not even past tense, like, deserve currently. And then they kept saying, like, you're gonna live your life, they're gonna live theirs, and blah, blah, blah. Like there's this separation of, like, hey, you have your own life, you're your own person, they're their own person. Hi, Bob. And it's so interesting to me because they don't even know it's my father. Like, huh? Like, what do you mean? But I take it. I still take it. And I'm like, yeah, that is possible for me to live my life without the toxicity of this person. Bro, this sermon, they talked about prosperity not being only money. There are people who have money and don't have peace. There are people, it was very hot in Brooklyn. There are people who can't step outside because of a skin condition. And I felt like, bro, the day prior, I felt like I was glorifying money. I was asking God, hey, bless me with money, bless me with money. And this next day, walking past this church, he's saying stuff like, God is choosing not to bless me with certain things because he doesn't want to lose me. It's crazy. Crazy. The whole sermon is going over things that oh my gosh, that I'm dealing with so heavily. It's like I missed that flight. First time ever missing that flight. And I don't even know how to explain why I missed the flight. I'm telling people different things, low-key. But it had to have been God, obviously. I feel closer to God than ever. The pastor gives me this oil to rub on my head whenever I'm stressed, whenever I'm going through it, whatever. Sheesh, man. And I feel like the things I heard that night weren't even profound in a way that's like, oh, they're telling me new information. It just feels like it's packaged very kindly and very fruitfully. Like, it's beautiful. So I heard all the things I needed to hear that night. Like, hey, if you know people, literally, I've heard, bro, when I came back, I did not fear anything. I was not thinking of my brother. And he's just causing a ruckus. Like, I noticed I used to sell shoes, and I decided to run it back just for some extra money. And I left all the shoes there, right? I can't, like, go with my inventory. So there's shoes I didn't sell before I left. And I'm looking at these shoes, and There are no insoles inside of it. The laces are messed up. They're practically brand new. And it's messed up. And I go to express myself about it. Not knowing that he was outside the house. But yeah, I talk about, hey, people who do things like this, people who resent you, will go lengths that, yo, yo. They resent you. They'll start to clap their hands for you, just like the sermon said. They'll clap their hands for you, but as soon as you start doing overly good, they start to hate you because you're doing something that they feel like they can't do. If they felt like they could do it, they would ask you, or they would ask to join you. Let's do this together. Let's get on this weight loss journey together. Let's start this business together. But once you start doing things they feel like they cannot do, they will laugh at you and say, oh, brother. They will laugh at you and say, oh, this person was on Ozempic. Oh, this person did this unnaturally. Oh, this person... They'll throw stones. They need to throw stones, bro. And I'm saying all these things, like, not only that, I'm saying, like, I can't grow here. I'm so glad, like, out of all the schools I applied to, I'm telling my mom this, out of all the schools I applied to, UCF is the only school, the one that's local, is the only school that didn't accept me. That's God. Because I can't grow here, and she's not understanding it. Because as soon as I start speaking the truth about her son, she cannot hear it. She'll say, no. What has he done to you? What do you mean? What has he done to you? I'll explain what he's done. And she'll be like, leave him alone. She can't say anything. And I'm like hoping that she does something low key, like underlying. Like I'm hoping that she says something to him. But I know she can't. She won't. She's not the person I need to go to for any of these things. But either way, I'm saying all of this, like, you cannot, thank God, God showed me, like, this is not my soil to grow in anyway. I'm so happy for the Brooklyn trip because I see these people as separate people. Like, this isn't my family. These aren't people I claim in that way. These aren't people I stand with. They don't stand with me. They can't stand with me. Not in a healthy way. So I'm realizing, like, I'm trying to, before I left, like, because of my brother and what's happening with us, I'm realizing, like, remembering all the things that were going on before I left, all the stress that I was experiencing before I left. I felt like I had to put out fires for everyone. I felt like I was putting out fires for my dad, putting out fires for my brother. Okay, do I have to call some type of hospital, some type of lawyer for these people? Like, what do I have to do for these people? I cannot think about myself. I'm thinking about everybody else. Just to come back and not feel any of that pressure. Not feel any of it. Low key, I slowly start to feel that pressure. And then I get a message from God, just scrolling on the timeline of my YouTube, and then the title saying, oh, do not respond. Now I know not to respond. Don't give that person that satisfaction. And like, yesterday when I came, explaining to my mom, like, look at the shoes, like, these were brand new. This was $200, like, yo. And I'm realizing to myself, like, oh my gosh, if he can destroy this little thing, imagine me ordering all the instruments I wanted to order, but decided to just push it back to when I go out to my school, back to my dorm, because I knew it'd be crazy to, like, haul all of those things from Orlando to where I'm going. But now I also know, like, yo, this little thing, I cannot grow here, because now I know why I was so stressed trying to figure out, oh, clothing brand this, clothing brand that, because I'm taking on pressure from my family, and it's not It's not even ground I'm supposed to be tilling. It's not ground I'm supposed to be mending. It's not ground I'm supposed to be healing. This is not my assignment. It's stressing me out because I feel like I have to do all of it. There's no electricity in 3 rooms in my mother's house. I have to call these people. But when I come back, she's saying like, oh, I'm gonna wait until I get money from this thing. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then she was like, oh, you can give me the number to the place. And I'm like, all right, bet. I don't hate her for it. Before it's like, oh my gosh, take care of your house. Now I have to do this. Like, take care of yourself. I don't understand. But when I come back, it's like, okay, you don't have it yet and you have your own timeline. That's fine. That's okay. That's fine. Because now I know, like, I'm just so happy, bro. That wasn't my ground to grow on. I was so confused, bro. I'm trying to plant these seeds here and they're not growing. And I'm thinking to myself, how, why? Just to find out, like, this is not land I can grow on. Because it's not my land. This is not for me. This is so-and-so's land. This is Paito's land. This is Mom's dirt. This is not Ashley Destin's dirt. This is not my land. It's not my soil. I can't grow here. Anything I build here, I bring shoes there. The laces are all messed up. These were shoes that, bro, what? Expensive, bro. And it's funny because my mom brought them to my attention. I never would have seen it, I don't think. I walked past them when I came home. I didn't notice them like that. But she brought it to my attention because she wanted to buy it from me. For him, which is crazy. Which is the craziest part. Because, oh wow, it's getting lectured. Ouch. Wow. Dang. That's tough. Which is the craziest part because the shoes you tried to destruct. The shoes you tried to, this blessing from the, like, bro, the profits I would have made on that shoe you tried to keep from me are the very shoes my mom wants to give to you because all the shoes she buys for you, you don't want them. She knows you would want this. The very shoes you want. Though, hold on. I just spit on my face. That's nasty. Oh well. Human. That's human. Not nasty. That's human. The very shoes you would want are the things they're destructing. That's what... Like, I can't even sit here and say that's what the sermon was about. Because it was about, like, 3 different things that I'm currently facing right now. Oh, man. But people will applaud you once you're doing good, sure. But once you start doing things, knocking out things off of their bucket list, they get stressed out. They start hating. There's no way you did it. There's no way you did it. How did you do that? You cheated. Wow. They're fake. Those shoes are fake. What are you doing? And I'm saying all these things right in front of the door. I didn't know he was even listening. I have this video. I'm going to post it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it public. Because at some points, it's like I'm juggling between feeling for him, feeling for people who are blocked in their own lives to the point where they can't be happy for anybody else. That friend that's doing that big thing, instead of going to them and asking, how did you do that? Teach me, or let's do it together. They can't. There's something in their lives that are telling them what they're doing is impossible for them. There's something that's blocked. I'm saying all of these things. He's hearing them. I had no idea he's hearing them. After I'm done recording, well, my storage runs out, which is why I'm going live. I can't keep recording these long videos on my phone. He comes up to the door and says, I'm not having delusions anymore, whatever. Remember the thing I gave you? I have no idea what he's talking about. That turquoise what? I don't know. Now I know not to respond, but before it's like I was asking God, how do I do this? Because I'm juggling between you're doing this to me actively. You're touching my things actively. Like you're actively doing BS. Actively. And also feeling for him. Also understanding that there's something blocked in his own life that makes him feel like the things that I'm doing are impossible for him. That are making him feel like, hi? Oh, him. Okay. Confused. Making him feel like, well, obviously because of his condition, but it's just, instead of asking, like, how do you do that? Can I do it too? Blah, blah, blah. Like, let's do this together. It's a competition. And I'm telling him all the time, like, I'm not competing with you. What are you talking about? And sure, we can say, like, it's his condition. He's schizophrenic, actually. Which is why it's so hard, because I'm asking God, like, how do I feel for him? Talk to him instead of about him and what he's doing wrong. How do I juggle between talking to him in a very human way and expressing how I feel? Because he's touching my things constantly, trying to destruct. And I get the message, don't respond. The stress, before I went out to Brooklyn, the stress of having to carry my family, man. They're so heavy. They're so heavy. Trying to get them, hey, pay your bills on time so the water don't run out, so you're not late on your mortgage payments, dude. Hey, do it right. What do you mean, oh, I'm gonna apply to this one place, to this apartment, I'm gonna get it, and then mid-lease, move to this other place because they will never know and the rent's better over here, but they're not ready yet, so I'm gonna go to the place that's ready, then move out mid-lease. What are you doing, Dad? No, do it right, because when you do stuff like that, I have to pick up where you left off. I have to swipe my own cards. Hi, Lunar. It's good. But I'm realizing, bro, that's not my Lunar Moon. How are you doing, bro? It's not my job. My family isn't my job. I thought they were. And as the stress creeps back in of I have to take care of these people, what do I have to say to him? God says, don't respond. And I'm seeing the comments of this video saying, I'm so sorry for responding, Lord, when I know I shouldn't. When I shouldn't give these people that satisfaction. And I also have this realization that the things you touched, the shoes you cut the laces off of, aren't my property. Let's say I brought instruments, you poked holes in them. That's not my property. Because God didn't bless the guitar, he blessed my voice. He blessed my hands. He blessed my feet. You can go ahead and poke holes in my tires. Go ahead. Please do it. Go ahead. He blessed my feet. I walked hours and hours and hours and hours. I will walk for... God already knows this, bro. He used my legs. He used my feet. My knees are swollen, and it's okay. I was just being polite, just saying hi. Anyways, this is why I don't say hi. This is why I like being in my own space, bro. This is why I do. But I appreciate that. He blessed my willingness to walk. He blessed my willingness to walk. And I'm watching this sermon over again. And I'm seeing that my thoughts are negative again. All of my thoughts are responding to things I feel like he would do. He would do next. He, as in my brother. The things he would destruct next. Because, boom, when people are threatened by you, and they believe that there's something about what you're doing that's making you more powerful than they are, more impactful than they are, more successful than they are, Once they pinpoint that thing, they will attack that thing. And once they feel like they can't get over you, they cannot beat you up. Y'all know that saying, like, oh, you got all them muscles for no reason because these bullets don't care about your muscles, blah, blah, blah. Once they feel like there's something they can't get over on you, they'll escalate their threats. If they see that you're scrawny, they'll say, oh, I can just beat you up. If they see muscles on you, they'll say, oh, muscles ain't gonna protect you from this, they'll just escalate. So that's what I felt like here. He's touching my things. He's balling his fists now. I'm seeing his veins pop out. He's threatened by me. What next? And we're sleeping with our door open. My mom and I, we're sleeping with our door open. I'm like, what if he comes in here? What if he does this? What if he does that? My thoughts are more like responding to the possibility of him doing some BS. Very, very stressful, bro. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, butterfly, peace. And I'm just responding to all the things he could do. In my mind, I'm in the shower responding to all these things he could do. I'm listening to the sermon they're singing, and my mind's drifting to a place that's responding to the things he could do, to the things he could say, and I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting it down in my head. I'm fighting this battle in my head. As this sermon is saying, hey, evil people. After my shower, I'm still listening to the sermon because I pretty much lost my phone. I forgot where I put it. And the sermon is saying, bro, evil people, bad people corrupt good habits. I'm having thoughts I did not have in Brooklyn. I'm having arguments in my head I did not have in Brooklyn. And I'm like, God, this space. What do we do here? Do we just get an Airbnb? Because now I know for a fact I'm not going to my dad's place. His soil isn't mine either. I'm not going to say they both suck, but they're not my soil. I cannot thrive in any of these places. I cannot thrive here at my mom's house. I cannot thrive at my dad's house. They're fighting two different battles that I cannot thrive in. Because it feels like I have to repair the soil. So there's order in the soil for me to then grow on the soil. In reality, these places just aren't my places, bro. Not gonna lie. So I know for a fact, okay, yeah, I'm definitely not going to my dad's house. That's crazy. So do we Airbnb it now? Is that what we do? I haven't gotten an answer, but all I know is that I'm not going through all this for no reason. Strength, endurance. God is putting me. I did not walk all those miles for no reason. Ankles hurting, kneecap hurting. I do. I'm not doing any of this for no reason, bro. Brooklyn taught me to trust. I kept asking God, what do I do? Where do I go? We're here for one more day. What am I supposed to do? God, please just tell me. Dang, bro. Just please. I'm sorry I'm getting mad, bro. Please just tell me. Sorry I'm getting upset. Please just tell me. And I'm walking this path, show up at this church, go to NYC Resistor. Whole time, I stay there until 2 a.m. By the time I get to the airport, it's pretty much time for it to open. Everything happens so smooth. I'm thinking to myself, there's going to be an hour that I'm just roaming around, needing to save my battery because that's probably going to die. I won't have access to any outlets. The airport will probably be closed. Chilling, bro. I ate oatmeal. Oh my gosh, dude. God is good. God is good. But I'm not going through all of this for no reason. I personally don't want to, actually don't care to stay here. Before bro, what? I hated it. Now it's like, this is not my soil. So I'm not gonna wait until I could grow here. I'm trying to, I was looking for a forever home. Knowing dang well my dad's place isn't it. My mom's place isn't it. You feel me? So I was just mad, like, when can I just asking for permission from the world, from these places, like, when can I start making art? And God already, like, you know what I'm saying? He already gave me the green light, man. He gave me the gifts. He gave me the gifts. I think we're having the impact we're supposed to have, yo. We're not going through all this for no reason. We're gonna be famous. We are gonna be famous. It's crazy because the pastor could see it. It's funny. In this video I watched, could see it, like, but we're gonna be famous for exalting the Lord. The fruits. Sheesh, man. I have ideas, dude. I don't know how to execute, but now I know I have a partner, a father who knows better than I do. And not even in a boastful way. I've had partners before where they loved being able to teach me something, and when I tried to teach something in return, ego, toxic. Don't share your ideas with me. Don't share your ideas with me. What are you doing? You know? But I don't want the environment to stress me out ever. I don't want this environment I felt like was very freaking toxic to even have semi of an effect on me ever. Ever. I don't need it. I don't want it. And it's funny because I feel lighter, more confident, more assured in the Lord. We are good. We are fine. I'm in Orlando and I can't even I can't even recognize certain places. It feels so different. It feels so mundane. Like I'm experiencing the environment from a place of not from a place of I'm from here. It's gonna be the same. No, from a different pair of eyes, bro. Different lens altogether. Making it feel like mean something different. So much to the point where I'm in this house and it's feeling different. I'm seeing the same people, but it's different. Oh my gosh. Butterfly was gonna land on my foot. Thank you. Sorry for scaring you away, though. Sorry. But we cannot let these places tire us out. Because I am tired. Maybe because of the days I didn't really rest in Brooklyn. Maybe it's because of that cortisol. But cortisol, whatever. But we're not letting the stressors of life, we're not even letting these people, the children of the enemy, affect us ever. We can't let the children of a liar, children of the enemy, bro. We cannot let them have an effect on us. Our spirit. Do not give them access to your mind. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I was arguing in my mind, coming up with just, But would you ever argue with someone who says your hair is orange when it's clearly black? When it's clearly blonde? When it's clearly blue? No. You'd just walk away. You'd smile and walk away. Like, what? You're joking. This boy wants to argue. because his life is unfulfilled. My trip to Brooklyn was I don't even know if that's the cherry on top. I don't know if that's the cherry on top, gang, because I know there's more. There's more he won't even see, because this place isn't my soil. Maybe not Orlando. I'm not saying the entirety of Orlando is not my soil, but this house, not my soil. That's okay. It's okay. That doesn't mean we don't belong or anything. It just means that this is not the place I'm counting on to grow me or anything. We're not growing here. We're not setting up shop here. No. First of all, the Lord grows me, and we know what space is. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. But I know for a fact, just like your hair is not orange, I know for a fact that my faith is in the Lord. I will not entertain liars. I will not entertain the enemy. The enemy loves getting you riled up. He needs to get you riled up. Just how cortisol is important for awareness and all that, but once it's been going on for too long, it can leave you restless and all that. For the same reasons, sure, you're defending yourself when you talk back, but the longer it goes on and you start to ruminate over the same conversations and the same things that you already know for a fact, bro, it starts to... Now your whole life is that. Your whole life is fighting. Your whole spirit changes. And happy moments are just... they're way too few and way too scarce. They happen too infrequently. You're a different person. You're a person who fights. You're a person who's hostile. I don't want to be that person, bro. I don't want to fight, gang. I don't want to fight. I don't want to protect myself against imaginary threats. Because there are people who cross by here that I'm like, oh my gosh, come on. Just hurry up and pass by. Because I already perceive you to be some type of person who's going to question me, judge, be nosy. Because my own family is that. I'm not even going to say was that, is that. But just like your hair isn't orange, bro, I know for a fact that this is not my soil and it's not meant to be. I'm not meant to get along with someone who's this jealous and envious. I'm also not meant to change him, I feel like. That's not my job. I'm not meant to change my dad. That's the Lord's job. Only the Lord can do that. I'm not meant to change my mom to get her to finally start paying the bills on time. Maybe, and definitely not in the way I've been doing it. Not in the lecturing way I've been doing it. But rather from love. But that's not my job. These people aren't my job. The soil that they're a part of, they've created for themselves, not my job, bro. And now I know for a fact why, my mom and dad just couldn't be together. Their soils are too, oil and water. And why I cannot grow with my dad, because our soils, he hasn't watered his soil. There's only one thing that can water your soil, and that's fulfillment. God. There's only one person that can water your soil, and that's God. And there are, fulfilling things, dude. Oh, my gosh. The fulfillment of helping people, changing people's lives, all that. Those are the only things that can really water your soil. Doing something that matters, maybe making music for fun, things that are fun. My dad hasn't watered his soil or allowed God to water his soil in so long. So, of course, I'm trying to heal his soil. I'm trying to heal it. And by doing that, I neglect my own. So, it's tough. I ripped another piece of grass. It was brittle. My fault. But, We cannot let these people have their way. There's certain parts of the house I don't want to walk because I feel like, okay, there's just hostility there. It's like, what is he gonna do? He's probably gonna do something. Not just say something, it will escalate. I'm tired of it. I'm scared of it. I'm scared of the outcome. What could happen? How much this could escalate. Knives being drawn out. Literally, I'm scared. I don't want it. I'm not scared of him. I don't care about him. No offense. Like, as a threat, I don't care. As a human, of course. As a brother, there are moments. There are moments. I sympathize, but it's hard to sympathize to someone who's testing you. It's hard. It's definitely hard, but I sympathize nonetheless. Go ahead, poke all of the, you know what? Go ahead. The tool's right there. Go ahead and poke every tire on my lot. Go ahead and cut my grass. I have this one art piece I made. I kind of sketched it out. It's a drawing, and it's a drawing of this entire palace, and I'm on the roof of the palace chilling. I am chilling. I am relaxing. I am chilling. I am relaxing. And you see this little person in the corner of this palace cutting the grass with these big scissors, thinking he's doing something when there's this entire palace here. There's nothing you can do to destroy anything God has promised. Simple. Not even myself. Whoa. This sunscreen has like sparkles and stuff. That's lit. Can't be the soap. But that's what I have for y'all boys. Thank you for allowing me to vent. I appreciate it, but oh man. Thank Lord. I don't want to be hostile. I don't want to, like, when people like drive by, especially with their windows down, I'm like, oh my gosh, just go, move, man. I don't want to be hostile because even then, I saw this biker that went this way, and then on his way back, he took another route. Like, I don't want to push people away in that sense. I want you to do your thing, but then don't try to encroach in my space. I see you looking over here. Get out of my conversation. I don't want it to be like that, but I've had people try to encroach in on my conversations, in on my worship music. Like, I wanted to have my worship music blasting, but I just didn't want comments. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna rewatch that sermon on full blast, because we cannot shrink for people. That's what we're gonna do. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, rather. I'd rather people listen, you know what I'm saying, than watch. I don't care for you to watch. I'd rather you listen. But going back home, dang, I even like walk different. Feel taller. Not gonna lie, my foot is, yo. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed up, bro. They'll get mad. They'll be happy for you once their lives start matching up. I went here, I lived here, I'm doing here, I'm stationed here. But right before then, they couldn't stand that you went to the place they wanted to go to, their dream place. How dare you? They'll clap for you. But they hate it nonetheless. And that's okay. Allow them to express themselves. But just know, a liar is a child not of God, bro. Not of God, bro. Y'all know. A child of the enemy. They're lying to you. They're lying to themselves. They say that they're supporting you. They love what you're doing. They love your impact. Ooh. They're threatened. Let them be threatened. They cannot do anything. But just know, remove yourself from that environment. I want to take my own advice, but I don't know where else shall we go, Lord? Tell me. I'm open ears. Like literally, I'm so open ears, bro. I am so open ears, bro. Tell me, where shall we go? Look at him. He's walking in front of the house. Where shall we go? And my stomach's in a knot because I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I just want to smile. I love smiling. I love laughing. But when there's someone who's testing you, Lord, please do what you do best. Where shall we go from here? I'll be packing. No cap. Because we have school anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? We have school anyway. We have school to go to anyway. We have friends to return to anyway. We have laughs. We have conversations to have anyway. So, we're going to be packing. I'm excited for that. Let's do it. I learned my lesson. Do not pack the day before. Or even 2 days before. Pack a whole month before. So, we have like 15 days. We're packing. Let's do that. God bless y'all. Seriously, God bless. How do I? Oh, I know how to do it. I know how to do it. God bless myself, not gonna lie.